The following is a fan-based discussion, and all materials being discussed are owned by Toei and Subaraya Productions. I claim no ownership to the materials being discussed and is purely fan opinion.
Hello and welcome to another video on TFX. This video will be a bit different to my other videos. Some people say that Tokusatsu is childish. That's fair. But if you think that's all there is to Tokusatsu, then I have to disagree with you because that means you're not looking at it right. As such, in this video, I'll be talking about 10 Tokusatsu life lessons. Now, this is not a ranking video, so I'll be talking about them in no particular order, and it's also regardless of how well they're explored. Of course, there's no way I can talk about all Tokusatsu life lessons in this video, so I will make more videos on this in the future. Without further ado, let's get into it.
悔しいけど僕一人の力じゃ全ての命は救えない。それでも戦う。一人でも多く目の前の患者を救うために一人でも多く笑顔を取り戻すために。
A doctor's job is to help and save patients. However, the unfortunate reality is that doctors, no matter how skilled, are still human. They can't save or help every patient by themselves. Heck, even by working in a team, it's still not possible. Despite that, the most important thing is to not give up, but instead try your best to help every patient. Even then, there's no guarantee you'll save the patient, as there's only so much modern medicine can do. But a doctor's job is not simply about saving the patient. It's about improving and maintaining the quality of life of patients, especially when the condition is incurable, which means managing symptoms and preventing other illnesses. It's not possible to have an 100% success rate, but it is possible to put in 100% work. After all, it's what can be done that truly matters, not what can't be done.
僕たちドクターの事情は患者には関係ない。ドクターは多くの患者の命を預かってる。
It's not wrong for doctors to have personal feelings. That's part of being human. But it should never interfere with your patients or your duties as a doctor, or any healthcare professional. A doctor is sometimes considered a hero, which being a hero is about being responsible for other people. In the case of doctors, this refers to patients, many patients. If a doctor lets their personal feelings interfere with their duties as a doctor, it will hinder their ability to help their patients, which may cause their condition to worsen, or in more extreme cases, death of the patient.
完璧な人間などいない。互いに支え合って生きていくのが人生というゲーム。
No one is perfect, and there will never be someone like that. Not your family, not your friends, not yourself, not anyone. No matter how skilled you are and how much you grow or develop, you're not without your weaknesses, meaning there will be things you can't resolve alone. So meeting people, making friends, and supporting each other along the way is the game called life. Just like with any other game you play, having connections will make this experience more meaningful, more manageable, and most importantly, more enjoyable.
癖があるやつはねじくれてひん曲がった部分も含めて受け入れる。そうすりゃ
To finish that off, you do that and you'll become friends. True friends. The most important thing to making true friends is to accept them for who they are, both their strengths and weaknesses. Strengths is usually what we look for first when we're deciding if we want to be friends with someone. But it's also important to remember that everyone has weaknesses. Just like how there can't be light without darkness, and there can't be darkness without light. Before you judge someone for their weaknesses, remember, that's something you have as well. Just like how everyone has a best side, we also all have a worst side to us. If you can't accept anyone's worst side, you'll never have true friends. And even if you do manage to make friends, that friendship won't last.
欲しいって思うのはそこはいいんじゃないって思う。大切なのは
その欲しいっていう気持ちをどうするか。
Having a desire is not wrong. In fact, it gives us direction in life. Having desires is part of being human. It can be something as simple as the desire to live. Whenever we do or try to do something, it stems from our feeling of wanting something. The only people in this world who won't have desires are the deceased. The important thing is what you do when you have the feeling of wanting something. Wanting something in itself is not wrong, but you mustn't let your desires consume you, as anything taken too far can have disastrous consequences on not just you, but others around you as well. For example, we know that when someone is consumed by their desire for power, they become power hungry, and that can lead to other issues like injustice. You mustn't lose sight of yourself.
弱さを知ってる人間だけが本当に強くなれるんだ。
Only someone who realizes their weaknesses can truly grow and become stronger. Nobody is perfect, and weaknesses are a part of every one of us. That's a fact we cannot change whatsoever. We make mistakes all the time, and we constantly have to learn from them in order to prevent the same mistakes from happening twice. However, weaknesses can only help you grow if you become self-aware of them. After all, those who aren't aware of themselves will never truly grow. That's what it means to have a growth mindset, and this can help us to continue pushing forwards instead of being stuck in one place, which is what will happen if you had a fixed mindset instead.
だから運命なんて関係ない。運命が変えられなくたってどうってことねえよ。だってまだ未来は決まっちゃいないんだからな。
Even if you can't change your fate, it doesn't matter because the future is not set in stone. Even though some things are out of our control, we still can change and decide our future. Even if the outcome is set, the pathway leading up to it has infinite possibilities, and how we decide to experience it is our own choice. So the important thing is to embrace the path you choose. Heck, you might as well say life has infinite possibilities. Even if you can't change the path you go on, your final destination is not set, and hence it is possible for you to decide where your final destination will be. Even with a predetermined outcome, what we do with it and what happens after is our choice to make. The future will always have more than one possibility, and it is up to us to decide how it will play out.
自分の生きる道を決められないやつに何の人助けができるんだ。
If you want to be able to help others, you must first be able to help yourself. Hesitating or having doubts about yourself and your life is not wrong. In fact, it's guaranteed to happen at least once in your life, especially when someone asks you the question, how you want to live your life, or what do you want to do in your life. However, if you were to take any role that involves helping other people, such as doctors, health professionals, or really just any other role that qualifies as heroic, an example being firefighters, hesitating is something you cannot do on this path, because that's being irresponsible towards others. Hesitating can hinder your ability to help others, which can be extremely detrimental, especially when you are responsible for the lives of others, such as being a doctor. How can you help others if you can't even help yourself? Everyone has one life, and how you decide to live it is up to you, the real you. Even though life can be thought of as a game, there is something that must be kept in mind. The biggest difference between the two is that in games, you have the option to retry if you fail or die. Life does not work like that. You only get one chance at life, and how to live that one life is for you to decide. Now, whether you want to live for yourself or for others is your choice, but that's precisely what this is about, living true to yourself, and ultimately living a life without regret. We may be all humans, but we are all different. We have different values, beliefs, and feelings. So how you live your one life should be for you and only for you to decide on your own.
俺は絶対に死ねない。一つでも命を奪ったらお前はもう後戻りできなくなる。
Some lines in life must never be crossed. Killing someone is only one of those lines. Others include taking drugs and anything that can bring harm to you and or others. Crossing these lines will not only ruin your life, but also other people's lives too. The damage done will never truly go away, whether it is the guilt of killing someone or the pain it inflicts on others. The damage will remain, and you won't be able to fix it entirely. You do it once, you may not be able to stop. After all, it always starts with one. Once you cross the line, there is no going back. And that's 10 Toku life lessons, guys. Yeah, there's more to Tokusatsu than meets the eye. While I won't disagree that there are definitely times where it is childish, I have to say that's not all there is to Toku. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, this is far from being all the life lessons shown in Tokusatsu, so I may make more videos on this in the future. But for now, this is it for this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and feel free to comment your thoughts on this video in the comment section below. Anyways, that is all for this video, and see you next time. Bye everybody!